What's going on, everybody? So today's video, I'm going to give to you my top 10 Cheapies for Life video because, well, I've been tagged from that English prick known as Chris from the channel Frag-Mental. Woo! Yayness. Enjoy. Let's get it started. So yep, Chris Frag-Mental himself tagged me. Quite knowingly that I don't like doing these bloody tag series because I'm a big party pooper and quite cynical. But Chris is a prick like myself, and that's why I love him dearly. So Chris tagged me because I am the king, the prince, the jester, the princess, and the queen of Cheapies. So my channel pretty much is affordable fragrances for the everyday man. So if you want a fragrances, I should say, that really don't get a lot of mention and kind of are different from a lot of the other channels out there, then come to my channel if you will. But we will be a little bit predictable for this very video because fragrances 1 and 2 are going to be from the brand of Ferrari. I'm the Ferrari guy, everybody knows me as that. So fragrance number 1 is going to be Ferrari Leather Essence. So you get leather, cloves, cinnamon, tonka bean, you get vanilla, and there's Gaiac wood or sandalwood. So there's probably 2 different types of wood in this one here. This fragrance is perfect for fall and wintertime. It's very masculine and it's quite gentlemanly. Normally when I associate a gentleman, like a gentlemanly type of fragrance, I'm thinking unisex. This is not marketed towards the women out there whatsoever, but if you're a female who likes to wear masculine scents, or fragrances that are marketed towards the men, and if you're a man who likes like feminine fragrances, wear what you want, I don't care, I don't judge. But this really does come across as a traditional masculine scent. It's very dark, it's very heavy, you get lots of cloves, not so much leather, even though the name leather is in the name, but also just leather around the bottle. The bottle, very elegant, very sexy, super heavy cap, and this bottle itself, if I throw it out the window, it's gonna shatter the glass because it's quite heavy. But this fragrance is perfect for dressing down, something like this, so a little casual to something that's very black tie. So suit and tie, but also tuxedo. It's good for daytime, nighttime. This is quite affordable, and it's one of my favorites from the brand of Ferrari. Fragrance number 2, yes it is Ferrari, but it's not what you're gonna think it's gonna be. It's not bright and neroli. Shocker! We're actually gonna be going with Radiant Bergamot. So the notes of this one are nutmeg, ginger, rosemary, bergamot, oak moss, labdanum, and I think that there's 2 other notes of this one here. I prefer this one in some ways over the bright neroli. Bright neroli is unisex. I have said so many times that it comes across as a poor man's version of Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. It's a bright, uplifting, zesty type of fragrance. This is a little bit bright and uplifting, but I kind of prefer this one just because it has that kick of spices to it. So you get the nutmeg and you also get that ginger, which is not a spice, but you also get a green rosemary. This scent is more so suited for day-to-day casual and work. Not so much formal, it has that daytime vibe. This is night and day, but this pretty much is just daytime. I think that a younger man, not high school, but university or college, can wear this one quite easily, and it's more so suited for the spring and summertime. Fragrance number 3, I was tagged by a British person, a British gentleman. So let's go with a British gentleman's company. And we're gonna go with Dunhill's Pursuit. So Alfred Dunhill is a fashion brand that came out in like the early 1900s. So he's like a fashion icon and quite an interesting character from what I was able to gather. Still trying to do a little bit more research on the person himself, but at one time he pretty much just did fashion, just like men's suits and garments, and then later on kind of went into fragrances, I think after his passing. But I believe he came out with one in the 1930s or 40s. Very traditional, very masculine, quite vintage from what I remember. But Dunhill's Pursuit, the notes of this one are incense, amber. You also get sandalwood, musk, and also woods. This one here, you do get a resinous amber. You also get a really nice creamy sandalwood, and you get a smoky incense. This is perfect for fall and wintertime. It's very versatile, but when I picture this scent, it's more so of a night out, like a nice formal dinner or an event where you have to dress up in a suit and tie. It's perfect for work, but I'm thinking more of an older gentleman. A younger man can wear this pretty easily, but when I'm thinking younger man, I'm thinking someone who is in college. High schoolers are not gonna appreciate this scent at all, but ideal age, I'm thinking someone who's maybe 40 might appreciate this one a little bit more. This is very slept on. It is discontinued, yet it's still quite easily available on sites like Fragrance.net and Fragrance X, but Dunhill's Pursuit at number 3. Fourth one, let's go with a brand that's known for cheapies, but this is a great spring, but especially summertime fragrance, Azzaro's Chrome Aqua. C notes, grapefruit, apple, you also get basil, mint, and I'm not sure if there's some ginger to this one here. What you pretty much get is that you definitely get an aquatic citrus scent with basil and mint. It's a green, herbaceous, fruity type of scent, also with that apple note. The apple in this one is pretty juicy. I don't know if it's a green apple or not. This scent itself is pretty much just an aquatic, green type of scent. That's pretty much what this one is. The mint in this one and the basil are just done to, it's in the summertime. This is quite uplifting. It's a casual type of scent, but you could wear it to work if you want. It kind of gives you that pep in your step type of vibe. For me, this is a great feel-good scent. Just day-to-day casual, school as well, but also for work. So I'm known for 3 brands. Bergamot, Ferrari, but also Zegna, and this is going to be Zegna's Forte. The notes of this one are honey, tobacco, tonka bean, amber, lavender, pink pepper, and so much more. I've said this in my review in countless times whenever I've mentioned this one, that this comes across as Armani Code-ish with that tonka bean, because the tonka bean and the tobacco are quite prevalent, but also you just get a very silky, smooth honey accord. The honey does kind of make it a little bit different than the original Code, but I kind of prefer this one because of that honey note, but also it's a lot more affordable than Armani Code. Armani Code is a classic to this very day. I believe it came out in 2004, still a top seller, very popular, but you're paying for that Armani name, which I'm okay with. But if I'm all about affordability and I want some of that money in my pocket, I'm going with Zegna's Forte. Perfect for fall, winter, you could dress it down to dressing it up. So pretty much the versatility like Armani Code, this is what this one pretty much is as well. Next one, this one here is super sexy, super economical, and this line from this brand is just, you get a great bang for your buck. It's one of the best brands out there for affordability and for fragrances that last a long time and that smell fantastic. Roberto Cavalli Uomo Deep Desire. So it doesn't matter what you get from the Uomo line, you're getting great bang for your value. But the notes of this one are cinnamon, pepper, woods, saffron, cashmere wood, and so on. This pretty much is just lots of spices and lots of woods. So lots of saffron, lots of pepper, cinnamon, and woods. It's a great masculine scent that's classy, elegant, refined, mature, and that does have a certain sensuality to it. It's a cuddling scent, but it's a very versatile fragrance. You can dress it like this, but also to something that's as formal as tuxedo. Perfect for fall and winter time. Longevity, I get like 8 to 10 hours with this one here. Just super sexy. Again, anything that you get from Roberto Cavalli Uomo line, because they do have like a lower line, if you will, which is but anything from the Roberto Cavalli Uomo line, you're getting great value. Another brand where you're getting great value, and Jeremy Fragrance really pumped this brand, mostly Aqua. So we know it's from Bvlgari, but this is going to be Bvlgari Man In Black. So spices, rum, leather, tonka bean, tobacco, and gaiac wood are what you're gonna get. So this came out in 2014. I remember that because I was actually in San Francisco right around the time when it was released. And San Francisco, I love, I gotta go back. But this scent is super masculine, boozy, spicy, woody. You get that leather, and it's quite sexy, but at the same time, It's classy. This does last pretty good. It's been a little bit of time since I've worn it, but you're getting anywhere from 6 to 8 hours at the very least. And this is gonna cost you like $30 to $35 USD. So you're getting great bang for your value. But you can dress it down to dressing it up. So semi-formal, tuxedo, daytime, nighttime, you can't go wrong. Fragrance number 8, or whatever order this is gonna be in, because this is not in any numerical order. But this one I recently reviewed, maybe last week, and it didn't get a lot of views. I understand for one reason, the brand itself. But I had a very attractive, beautiful young woman in the thumbnail. Andrea from the channel Curly Set. Very lady, very classy. So she is definitely a very classy individual. Very ladylike. But we collaborated on a review of Vince Camuto's Eterno. You're gonna have to check that one out to see what her thoughts are. But the notes of this one are mint, saffron, woods, patchouli, citruses, and bourbon pepper. What you're pretty much gonna get is you're gonna get that saffron or the spices with the mint and the citruses. The base, you do get the patchouli and the woods. For me, this scent falls flat in the dry down. So the last 2 hours of the scent life. But the first 2 to 3 hours, because you're only gonna get maybe 5 to 6 hours at the most. For me, I get about 5.5 hours. The first few hours of this scent life are just delicious. It's very uplifting, it's green, it's spicy, it's aromatic. This is a great spring scent for the spring and summertime. You could dress it down to, I don't want to say black tie, but like a semi-formal daytime event, suit and tie, yes, but not tuxedo-esque. I wouldn't say it's that type of scent, but it's a great casual scent, great office fragrance. I think that a college student would appreciate this one. High school, no, not one bit. But this one here is very under the radar. Vince Camuto unfortunately does get a bad rep because of the longevity. There is a cult following, as Ashton said, when it comes to this brand. And I do appreciate a lot of the offerings from this house. So the second last one in this very video, I don't know, Chris just has, lately he just had fun jabbing at me. And I know that's his way of showing his appreciation and his love for me, because that's what I do, I bust balls. But his recent video of 30 fragrances under 3 minutes or whatever it was, he had a thumbnail of me like this with the bottle. Jaguar Prestige Spirit. Chris, screw you, but I love you. Apple, blackcurrant, grapefruit, sandalwood, rosewood, musk, and there's like 3 or 4 other notes. This is springtime in a bottle. You're gonna get that blackcurrant, you're gonna get the woods, you're gonna get the citruses, and just that musk. This is a great springtime scent. $15 to $20 Canadian, so that's like $10 to $18 USD. I get about 5-6 hours with this one here. The opening itself, like the first 5 to 10 minutes, it smells cheap. It smells very synthetic. It's Jaguar. Their cars are luxury, but the fragrances are not. But when it does start to dry down, it really does dry down to something quite nice. It may not be the best natural smelling ingredients. It is a little synthetic and cheap. This one here is cheap, but this is better blended along with this one here. This, however, if your tastes are simple, you're just like an everyday man, you don't really care for the finer things in life, but you like to smell good and like to save money, this is a great spring, summertime scent. I find it's perfect for, it's a very versatile fragrance. But when I'm picturing this one here, this is spring in office. And the last one in this very video, we're gonna go with a modern day classic that's been around since 1998. So it's been 22 years since this very one came out. It's popular to this very day. So if you're all about, I don't want to smell like anybody else in the room, then stay away from this one, because chances are you just might. But personally, I don't give a shit. It does not bother me at all. But we're going with the classic and probably the best seller from Hugo Boss, and that is Boss Bottled. Apple, cinnamon, plum, vanilla. You get sandalwood, carnation, and there's like so many other notes in this one here. This is a great versatile fragrance from dressing down to dressing it up. It's perfect for fall and springtime. The apple in this one here, oh man, it's very juicy, it's green, it's uplifting. You get the cinnamon, you get the plum, you get the vanilla. It's a very well blended scent. And I can understand why it's so popular to this very day and why Hugo Boss still produces this one here. Out of all the flankers when it comes to the Boss bottle line, this is king. So everyone, and that is my top 10 Cheapies for Life video. Chris, again, even though that I come across as a jaded, sarcastic prick, because I am, I do wholeheartedly and genuinely thank you for tagging me. However, I don't know who else has been tagged, so I'm not going to be tagging anyone myself. So it's just an open video to whoever wants to do the video out there, alright? So any reviews that I've done, they will be down in the description below. I've pretty much reviewed I reviewed every single one of these. So guys, I do thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.